inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration set to 100. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Walker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13
yards. And a 49er first down.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action. It's Darnold.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
76 yards. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here in the 38.
Now a 3rd and 6.
2-yard gain on the play.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And the Catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's Darnold. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Going up top for Cup. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Off of play action, Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there. They were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because this 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do. All right, so you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
1st down, San Francisco.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
5 yards on the play.
Get set.
3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 11 now. Darnold. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Back to throw, Darnold. Going up top for Kupp. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Darnold now to throw. And it is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
That one goes for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
To the air again, Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may be bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Purdy. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. And it's Cam Akers. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Saints give Kellen Moore his first win as head coach. They get the job done here. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Panthers come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And oh, it's the Cheetah, Tyreek Hill. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Dolphins move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the 49er first down.
Get set, get set. Up, watch out.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. This is McCaffrey on the give. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Outside.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net on the first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
This is fielded at the 7. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a real
rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Faking the give, Darnold. Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun, Purdy. Young man right side, it's McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2nd and 9. Now Purdy. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. It's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 15. And the 49er first down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, 49ers.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Taken down at the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw, Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerome Jennings, 29 yards. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Complete at the 1, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks take back over. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So Purdy and the Niners down 14-9, a little under a minute 50 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
18, what's up?
Throwing, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Outside. Watch out.
Here's Purdy to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
To throw is Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Get set. Watch out.
Purdy to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Purdy to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's fourth down.
Purdy, big fourth down play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they obviously